Welcome to the Sammy Podcast, the podcast where I talk about things on my mind. And on this episode, I'm gonna share some thoughts that I have. So, first thing is, well, after the success of me and J Knight's third collaboration, which was the Mystery Build Challenge, which the collaborate video is in the playlist titled Brave Advice Collaborations with J Knight. After the success of them, me and J Knight are going to do our fourth collaboration, which will be coming soon. So when that comes, definitely stay tuned for them, because it will be coming soon. So I'm excited to do a fourth collaboration with J Knight, because I have to admit that these collaborations, when I do collaborations with J Knight, there's enough fun for both of us to. There's always a chance that we both have a fun time, and it's good, and it's always good. So I'm looking forward to doing our fourth collaboration with. Yeah. Next I have some new ideas that I'm thinking about, that I'm going to do here on Brave Advice. So over my vacation, which I will discuss in a bit. But over my vacation, I took some time to write down some content ideas, and some of these I have put up, like, for example, one of my ideas was Future Brave Advice updated, because there are new things that have changed for the Brave Advice channel since there have been changes that I've made since my live stream, when I talked about the history and future of this channel, and what I mentioned about the future of the channel then there have been some changes at this time. I got a live stream. So I've scheduled a live stream for that. Next is my experience of being a Lego YouTuber, and this follows along in my Lego with this playlist series, with the series of live streams where I'm basically talking about my Lego experiences, so I talked about my experience of building Lego and sorting Lego. Well, this next one, which will be on a live stream at some point soon. Well, it is going to be my experience of being a Lego YouTuber, and that's going to follow. It's part of the series, and that's just where I'm going to talk about all the experience I've had being the Lego YouTuber I am. So that is going to be that is scheduled to go live here on this channel at when it's scheduled. So I have them. And a bunch of other content ideas. So stay tuned. So stay tuned, because I got plenty because there's gonna be some new videos or live streams coming soon and I got plenty, and I hope this will I really hope that this will help me so that I don't run out of ideas, because I definitely hate when I run out of ideas and then I have to come up with them. So yeah. next I want to talk about my favorite parts of my recent vacation. So recently I went to Lake George, and well, Warrensburg is a section of Lake George, and down there, and I am now I did we did a lot of things, but just to short but just to do a but I'm just gonna say what my favorite parts of the vacation were, just so it's not super long. So one of my favorite parts of the vacation was the power lines I got, because there were lots of good power lines out near Warrensburg and stuff, and those power lines, and I was able to get those power lines while we were there, and that was pretty awesome. And it was pretty awesome because I'm always looking for new power lines, even if it's in the same state, even if it's in the same state, but it's in a different side of the state. I mean, it's okay. I mean, any power lines are good as long as they aren't the same power line. As long as I get a different angle or a different view or something of it, or that I just never got it before. So, my second favorite part of the vacation was fishing when my dad was waking up and fishing in the morning all 5 days. Well, actually, I think it was all 6 days of the vacation, and so yeah, and on our first full day of vacation, well, I caught a fish, and I caught a pumpkin seed fish, and I did now, and so I was very proud of doing that, because I was proud of it, proud of my accomplishment of catching that fish, and it was, and we were on the place we stayed was on this river where it was, and now the river had some. Now it was kind of a rocky river, and it had rocks under the water, so it was so every time I tried to cast, sometimes it would get stuck, or the line would get tangled, because I got it stuck on something in the water, and on something, and it was, and so so I definitely, so now other than that, very much, and so yeah, I mean, it was, and I've said, if my grandpa was still alive, he would be proud of me. He would be proud of me. He would be proud of me for catching that fish. So yeah, it was great, and it was just amazing that I caught that fish, and so and my other favorite part of the vacation was I have to say was the shopping, was shopping, because I did do some shopping. I actually shop, so now we went shopping and we also actually went to Lake Placid too, so we did so we did some shopping in certain places, and unfortunately, I did buy more Hot Wheels. I bought 4 Hot Wheels at a Heroes Hideout store in Lake George, which I didn't even know there was. I didn't know Heroes Hideout was even had a location in Lake George, and I was like, what? So that kind of surprised me, because I was like, oh my gosh, really? I mean, I was so shocked, and I was like, oh, I have to stop there. And so I found these 4 Hot Wheels, which I know I said I was going to be not buying Hot Wheels because I knew I was going to be saving money, but unfortunately I did buy them, and so now I have 711 Hot Wheels that are just not being that are just displayed, and that are just stored away, and yeah, so it probably, yeah. But so, and the other, and my other favorite part of our vacation is that it was getting to see was seeing my cousin Ian we got to see my cousin Ian play his lacrosse game. Play lacrosse as for their nation's best team, and they were going against another team, and so we got to watch his. He had two games, but we mainly got to watch the second. So and it was in Lake Placid, and so he got to see my cousin Ian play lacrosse and see his lacrosse game, and it was so. Yeah, so next I want to talk about my new Facebook group. So for a while I've had my Powerline Adventure Facebook group and my Lego Creation Germany Facebook group. Well, since I started fishing, since I've been starting to do some fishing, I have created my fishing adventures Facebook group for months. So and that's where I'm basically like posting, where I post pictures of fish I catch, and also my fishing fishing adventures, and I just fish it, and I love fishing, and I've started to like fishing, and I'm hoping, and I'm gonna try to do it more and more. So hopefully I'm gonna maybe go down to, maybe on a Saturday, if I can go stop down there, and I could go down to I could probably fish off of the canal or something, or I could go anywhere, or I could go in certain places around some lake, maybe I'll go to some, maybe I'll be able to, once I get my own car, maybe I'll travel down some place, maybe I'll travel down to some lakes around the state, and I'll go fishing, and I can catch some fish, some different types of fish, and hopefully, and yeah, so I'm definitely gonna try to keep doing more fishing, because now I'm starting to love fishing, and I just don't, and that is definitely, and that's just something I'm gonna keep doing for the rest of my life, so next I want to talk about my music channel. So now you may or may not have noticed, if you haven't noticed, I have not been actively posting on my music channel lately, and the reason is, one, because there are things that are keeping me away from writing my songs, and two, I just haven't had any song ideas, and I just haven't been figuring out some ideas for songs I'm gonna write and stuff, so I haven't really been active on my music channel. So, but still, I would appreciate if you could still subscribe, if you could still subscribe to my music channel, and support my music passion, even though I haven't been posting on there. I mean, I would still appreciate your support for my music channel if you can keep it up. So, but now that doesn't mean I'm not gonna be it. It doesn't mean I'm not active. I stopped doing the channel. It's just there's been a lot of other stuff a lot of other things have been going on. So I haven't been able to write any lyrics or write some song, get some song ideas, or write down some songs, because a lot of other things have been going on. So with having my Paradise channel with this channel, and building Lego sets, building Lego creations, a lot of stuff, a lot of different things, even vacation too, even even the vacation too. I mean, when I had my vacation recently, I mean, it really was just hard it was just, I just don't really have as much time or I just don't take as much time to do for my music channel. But hopefully eventually I will get the music channel back up and running, and I'm hoping I'll get some ideas for songs and start writing some down. So hopefully it will not that my hopefully my music channel will not be in that will not stay hopefully my music channel will not stay inactive, will be active soon, hopefully. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, and I just, and so yeah, I mean, and also, and so, and I would just like to say that I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back home and back to having back to my computer and my iPad and my office and everything. I'm just glad to be back. I'm just glad to be back home after my vacation. So it just feels great to be back home, just to be back home and just have everything that I missed on vacation. So yeah, so. Thank you for watching the 28th episode of the Same Way Podcast, and I will see you on the next episode. So, until then, see you next time.